Nick, do you agree with that? I think it's an interesting point that it hasn't really received that much significant media attention. And I'd also argue we don't know a whole lot about him.
Yeah, I think that's 100% right. And look, I think we're in a time right now where a lot of Americans, people across the world, they like to, get conspiratorial and think that there's things that, the government aren't telling them about, major incidents, particularly, these assassination attempts on President Trump. But I think the reality is a lot more scary, and I don't think the left wants to wake up to it. The fact is, for 8 years, they've compared President Trump to Hitler, and
Hmm.
they've in effect said that Republicans are fair targets because of their political beliefs. And it's certainly what spurred, the two assassination attempts on President Trump. It's probably what spurred the assassination attempt on Charlie Kirk as well. And political violence is something that the left is going to have to start to take seriously.
And we just saw how close that first assassination attempt was on Donald Trump's life. The man, Thomas Matthew Crooks, he's someone that we certainly don't know much about at all. Fox News host Bret Baier pressed FBI Director Kash Patel over the lack of detail surrounding Thomas Matthew Crooks, who, of course, attempted to assassinate Trump at a rally in Butler in 2024. Let's just listen to that exchange.
I don't think we, the public, have a more robust picture of that shooter.
Well, I think that's an unfair supposition. We, the FBI, have put out all the information that we possibly and legally can while protecting any ongoing matters that are unrelated.
But he's dead.
Well, yes, he's very much dead. But at the same time, Bret, we at the FBI have to follow the parameters of our investigation and what the law allows us to release.
I get it, but what were the cell phones? Why don't we know who he was talking to? What exactly happened? I feel like we haven't gotten the whole picture about Butler even now.
But here's the thing, Bret. We can provide, and just an example here, we've provided 40,000 pages of documents to Congress. That's a 400% increase from the prior two directors. We will continue to provide this information with our partners on Capitol Hill when we are legally able. It's never going to be enough for everyone. It's never going to be enough. But what we are saying is, we're not saying trust us. We're saying we did an exhaustive search of that.
John, I want to get your thoughts. Look, I agree with Bret. I think it's really, if you look at the coverage last year, it was really the work of Miranda Devine and other journalists to track down Crooks's cyber history. That only came out last year. It seems there's still a lot we don't know.
Well, Gabriella, Republicans in particular think it's bizarre how little we know about Thomas Crooks. We know nothing about what led up to the assassination attempt. We don't know why he did it. We don't know whether there were other people that he was in contact with. I understand the need to investigate and there are legal constraints, but it's been a year and a half with virtually no information made public. And I agree, it's time to learn something about what happened here.